How you doing? Shout out to Wendy Williams, wherever she at. Hopefully she's somewhere in her right mind and, not being forced anything. And y'all keep Wendy Williams in your prayers. Keep Wendy in your prayers. But listen, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I'm not doing nothing. Driving, talking to y'all. So I figured I would share my thoughts with you because sharing is caring. When you force yourself into someone's thoughts, which can they do that? Can they? That force is not care. Okay, when you force your way into something, that's not care. But that's not light. That's not love. That's not good. But anywho, I want to share my thoughts. So as they come, as I ride, I'm just gonna talk. Just gonna talk. Silence was, I was dealing with my lip. But anywho, so last night, y'all, I made lamb gnocchi. I done seen this word online said 3 different ways. So if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Kashaya. My name is Kashaya, for anybody that needed to know. You want to shout me out or something, it is Kashaya. But welcome to L's the Elevation. I talk about all things that is on my spirit or heart that God gives me to speak about, and sometimes I just show up as myself. Hey Madeline, how's your Saturday going? Well, really, all the time. But, sometimes God put me to work. What's up? And I got to talk about what he want me to talk about, But today, this is going to be random, okay? So usually on Saturdays, what I have done in the past is just talk about, I did silent Bible studies. But lately, I've been doing more random lives. Why? Because in my current setup, to me, it seems a little bit easier to just jump on and talk versus trying to find time sometimes to sit down, record a video, find Wi-Fi to upload, do all of those extra things. Because sometimes I really don't have the energy. And I know it'll be somebody somewhere that wants to post and talk about all of the energy that they have. But as I said I don't have the energy. So what somebody else has in their portion, in their cup, is their business. And all praise and glory to God for giving them that extra energy, okay? But for me and the things that I'm dealing with, sometimes I don't have the energy. So I just like to jump on and go live sometimes. Sometimes I'll chit-chat about something. Sometimes I'll chit-chat about nothing. But either way, I jump on when I feel like jumping on. And when God tells me to jump on and talk about something. So, a little mix and match. Now, this page is random as its creator. Hello? Hey! And, thank you. Hey, Vinny. Hey, everybody. Thank you for the compliments. But, if you're looking for a space, especially over here where it's a specific niche, you're not really going to get that here because I do a lot. I do a lot and a little bit at the same time. Why? Because I know for a fact that you don't need a lot to do a lot. You really just need a little bit to do a lot. I think I've shown that in different ways. And I know that there is more ways that I can also emphasize that point. So maybe I should put more energy into that, right? Highlighting that you just need a little bit to do a lot. But anyway, what I do want to talk about is respecting your gift. So as I was sitting here having my random thoughts, and you know what? I don't think my thoughts are random. Sometimes they are definitely everywhere, but I don't think they're random. I think they all have purpose. It's just me connecting the dots on what the purpose is. So one of the things that came to my mind earlier was there's a lot of energy out in the world today where a lot of people who have these gifts that have been just anybody with gifts, right? We won't narrow it down to a certain group or industry or anything like that, right? But a lot of people with talents, some who are used to being praised a little bit more than others, I will say that. I will definitely say that. There's been this big emphasis on respecting their gift. Now, with all the other things going on in the world on top of that, right? It led me to kind of sit with one, really thinking on what respecting our gift looks like, right? And so one of the things that came to mind was when you respect your gift, you use it, right? You utilize the gift. But also when you respect your gift, you won't allow anyone to just pimp out your gift, right? And I also believe that when you respect your gift, you give reverence back to the person. For me, because I believe in Jesus Christ, you give reverence back to Christ who gave you the gift. That's me. But sometimes I hear people who, may not be getting the same respect concerning their gift as they once did, and now they're trying to demand the respect. And because there's so much stuff being revealed about different industries and different things that's been going on in the dark, right? It made me really ask the question of, do people individually respect their gift? It made me ask that. Like, do you as an individual, if you have a gift, whatever your gift may be, whether it is one of the arts as far as like singing, acting, dancing, painting, sewing, whatever your gift may be, right? Do you respect your gift? And of course, respect is different to everybody, right? Shout out to Lauryn Hill because she has a song that says respect is just the minimum. Okay? Respect is just the minimum. But let's talk about the minimum. What does your minimum look like, right? Because as a person with a gift, with a talent, what's the minimum respect that you require for your own gift? Not the minimum respect that you require or you want to demand that somebody else show you for your gift. But what is the minimum you require for yourself for your own gift? Let me give you an example. Let's say my gift is dancing. I can't dance a lick, okay? A little lick. I can dance a little lick. Let me stop telling the story. I can dance a little lick. Just a very little lick, though. Very little. And when I say little, I mean like 1-2 step. I can do like a little spin. A little. Very little, okay? I got other gifts, but dancing ain't really it. But that's why I'm going to use this gift, okay? That's not really my gift. I can't really dance like that. And I'm not probably going to put all the energy in it to figure it out. Unless it's like for a wedding or something, then you gotta go extra on that, right? But what's the minimum respect that you demand from yourself for your gift? Hear me. So let's say my gift is dancing, and I want to perform with one of the biggest dancers. I'm gonna say Chris Brown. Everybody like Chris Brown, right? Most people like Chris Brown. Everybody know Chris Brown dance real crazy, right? Michael gone, so we got Chris, okay? Chris here, still alive, still dancing, still doing all this extra thing. Maybe you like Beyonce. You can use whoever you like, insert them there, okay? Whatever dancer you know, whether they are mainstream, celebrity, or background dancer, whatever it may be, right? What's the minimum you respect? What's the minimum respect that you demand for your gift? So let's say in order for you to go perform at a venue, right, with the up and coming artists, right, and your dance moves will take their platform to the next level, right? But let's say in order for you to seal the deal with this up and coming artist and with this company, what's the minimum respect that you require from said company that wants to work with you? So let's say that they said that in order for you to get the contract, not only are you going to dance on stage, they want you to dance in private to secure the deal. Are you going to give them your yes? Do you think that's respectful? I'm just asking. This was just a random thought that I had not too long ago. I said, why not come on and, talk to the people. Talk to the people. I got time. I got energy. Talk to the people. Let me speak and use my voice, Maybe that could be my gift. Who knows? The Lord knows, But is that your minimum? Maybe your minimum is, if this company is gonna give me this deal and all I gotta do is a little private dance in the back, that's they respecting me. I'm gonna say yes. Right? I'm gonna say yes. So let's say that is your minimum, right? And let's say people outside of you, right? People outside of you, the one who said yes, they respect me because not only did they put me on this stage to perform and dance with this artist, but they met my minimum, which is at minimum, I just gotta do a little dance in the background in private. They said that was cool with them. That's cool with me. No shame in my game. I got this deal. I'm making this money. But let's say you were okay with that. But let's say your fans, let's say the people who admire your gift now find out that your minimum of respect to them is distasteful. It's disrespectful. It's disgusting. It's degrading. And they not feeling it. They not feeling the fact that you were okay with this backdoor deal, and now they all upset. Are you going to be mad at your fans, or are you going to be mad at yourself? Something to think about, right? I was just randomly thinking about that. Are you going to be mad at your fans, at the people who love your art? Are you going to be mad at them because they don't like your respect minimum? Or are you going to be mad at yourself? Can you sue yourself? Can you? I'm just asking. That was one of the random thoughts that came to my mind. Like, it's been the buzz or talk going around about, you people wanting respect because of the years they have put in behind their talent. But then if there's something that comes out concerning their talent that maybe happened 10, 20 years ago, right? Because they've been doing this for 10, 20 years now, right? So if something came out that happened years ago that doesn't seem very respectful concerning their talent or gift, and now there's opinions, which we have freedom of speech. We have opinions, and the open internet sucks for some people like me, though, because you know when you're being gang stalked on the internet, cyber stalked on the internet, gang stalked in person, those two different things. But you know, your gang stalking can happen online too. I know. They reach high places, I know. But it made me think. It made me really sit and process, what is my minimum of respect for my gift? What is my minimum of respect for my gift? And can I be mad if my minimum was not high enough for the people who admire the gift that I have? I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad that they don't respect my minimum, but it's my minimum. I have to respect it, right? I have to be okay and secure with my minimum. Not anybody else, me. And then I have to ask myself, if I'm truly upset at my minimum, then it means I need to make an adjustment or a change, right? It means that there's something that needs to be changed concerning me. Not the outside noise, but the inner critic. And the outside noise is just elevating how I already feel internally about me. Because see, we believe that respect is, you have to give me respect regardless of if you agree or disagree with what I say and do. And that's not respect. Because respect is, to me, I can say just because you have a difference of opinion, and maybe your difference of opinion is strong compared to the opinion that I have, I can respect that your opinion is different. I don't have to force you to see me how I see myself, because I respect how I see me. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to force you into seeing me and respecting me how I respect me, because I respect me how I see me and how I respect me. Does that make sense? Like, if I was willing to do something immoral, to have my gift exposed, revealed, put on a platinum stage, can I be mad at the people when they find out? Or does that mean I now have to sit with the shame that I've been carrying these 10, 20 plus years concerning all of the work that I have put in behind obtaining the respect of fans for my gift? Is that equaling 2? 1 plus 1, does that equal 2? This is, I'm just sharing with you some of my light. I'm just sharing some of the light. I guess that's, I don't know. I'm just having a conversation. Is that sharing light? I don't know. Hopefully it is. But I'm gonna find out, I'm sure, right? But what is your minimum concerning your gift and your talents? What's your minimum? And then you have to ask yourself, are you respecting your minimum? Because God said our gifts will make room for us. He didn't say our gifts would be manipulated and abused and misused. He said they would make room for us. Can we really be mad if the room, if the door, if the couch we choose to sit on came with disrespect to obtain what we have now? Can we take pride in knowing that God, the gift you gave me, I gave it back to you. I gave this gift back to you. You gave me this gift. I planted the seed in the ground. It has produced fruit. It has reached the ears and eyes of those it is supposed to reach. And it has reproduced. God, I put the seed you gave me in the ground. I put the seed in the ground, God. You gave me this gift. I put it in the ground. And it has reproduced fruit. And I take pride in the gift that you've given me. Do y'all ever sit and think about that? Because sometimes, today, really, because this honestly is when this came to my mind, right? Today is when this thought came to my mind. I had to really sit and evaluate, what's the minimum of respect that I have for my gift? Respect is just the minimum. What's my minimum of respect for my gift? What is it? Do I operate in that? Do I stand 10 toes in that? Do I believe that I'm honoring and respecting what God has given me? Or have I found myself in an uncompromising position? I'm not talking about when you're forced into something, right? Because I've been forced into being watched. And I speak on it because it's a fact. It's not a complaint. It's a fact. I'm not complaining. Do I like it all the time? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Can God get the glory out of this situation? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. is. Because see, the intent of the people was completely different than the outcome they've received. And that's God. That's all God. That's all God. All praises to God. All thanks to God. All thanks to Jesus Christ. That's all Jesus.